and welcome to Wrestle Talk with a Rabid Beaver. And joining me at this time is Mr. Intensity, Tenacious Strong Josh Strong. Oh my God, Josh, it's been a while since we've seen you. We got to see you at the Battle of Burton the last time that we were there, and you were there both. And man, what a great night that was that you had there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was very fun. That was very fun. That was very historic. That was a very monumental night. So definitely hope we can go back to Norton again sooner or later. So that was cool.
I would love to see you come back to Norton, Virginia. I'd love to see you work in some of the promotions that are up there, especially you got a chance to work with the Boogie Woogie Man. You got a chance to work with Joe Briggs, the professor, the Doctor of Destruction.
More than once, more than twice, more than 1,000 times.
And you guys had a great showing out there. You did really well. But let's go all the way back, Mr. Strong. Let's go to where it all began for you.
Oh,
how did you break into the business, and who trained you?
Legendary Iron Cross over at Sampson's Gym in St. Paul, Virginia. It's no longer there, unfortunately. Iron Cross, he taught me everything I know. Very old school, very hard, but for the good, though. So I definitely feel like everything that he taught me has made me who I am. All the credit I ever get goes to him. So mainly the main thing, what really got me into wrestling was the fact that my family always, I don't want to say loved wrestling, but like enjoyed watching wrestling. What's weird, I didn't get into wrestling till I was like 11 years old. And so I turned it on, and it was during when Undertaker and Edge were feuding at that time in 08. And I saw like one of the old Raw recaps, if everybody remembers those back in the day. That sounds weird to say, especially coming from me. So it was, I watched a Raw recap. The first thing they showed was Raw recap. It was when Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton were feuding for the WWE title. Whenever Jeff done the swanton off the scaffolding on Raw, and I was just like, "Ooh, that looks cool. I want to do that." Not the swanton, but I want to do this.
Well,
That's basically what got me into it.
It stuck with you, and you said that you were trained by WWE legend, the Iron Cross, and you gave him great praise here. And we've got to say, every time that we went out and seen the Iron Cross, he has always wanted to talk to us. He's always given us time. And I know that transfers over with men and women that he's trained just like you. You've always given us the time, always been there, and always been on time. And that speaks volumes for how you were trained, who you were trained by, and your character, especially right now going on. I mean, we tried to hook up several times, and you were very good with communication. You talked to me and told me, hey, this isn't going to work. Can we do it like this? Or I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. Can we do this? Absolutely. And that's all we can ask for. Whenever you're in the business, giving your word and showing up is 90% of the battle. If you can give your word and hold it and show up, then you've got a job in the business. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. So I'm very grateful that you're here. I've got to ask you about a lot of stuff that's happened. So once you got trained, how did the journey look? How did you get into it? Where did you go? Who did you start wrestling for?
So that's the thing. Like, I really didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know if this was going to be a good start, a bad start. So I mean, I just basically followed the yellow brick road, I guess, you know what I mean? So I got my first start at AIWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling up in the Mount Airy, North Carolina area. I faced a lot of awesome guys up there: Mickey Fulp, Ty Tyson, James Anthony, Sin Crowley, all those guys up there, man. Those guys are very talented, and that crowd is very. If you're good, they love you. If you're bad, they hate you. You know what I mean? So I definitely had a lot of good times up there at Mount Airy. Won their Mid-Atlantic Cruiserweight title, and then a year later, after being there, I won the World Cruiserweight title. A lot of awesome moments, a lot of awesome matches that I had up there. So it's just, AIWF Mid-Atlantic really is the one that gave me my big break, I guess, as you say, in this business, and gave me my first start in this business. So I definitely have to give those guys a huge shout out.
Well, that's really awesome, especially that you mentioned them and you didn't forget where you came from. A lot of people, whenever you start talking to them about where they came from, they don't want to mention the small promotions. They don't want to get into it because, you have a lot of growing that happens. Yeah. A lot of people are wet.
We're still learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, every day. But a lot of people are still wet, and they remember those times when it was good, but when it was bad, it was real bad.
Sure.
But you need a place that'll allow you to grow like that.
Yeah, we all got to start somewhere, you know?
Right, absolutely. And we've all got somewhere to be. So you move on from there. Where do you go?
So then, gosh almighty. There was Evolution in Johnson City, Rated R Wrestling. And then I went to ICWA in 2018, and ICWA from 2018 forward has been really my home, man. Everybody, it's just ICWA is very different. I feel like I'm not saying anything bad about the others, but it feels like I'm myself when I'm at ICWA, if that makes sense. It really feels like, hey, if I have any ideas, hey, here's what I think we should do, and it's everybody listens, and everybody's a team, everybody gets along, and it's amazing. It's a great atmosphere, and it's just ICWA has really been my pride and joy. It's been my baby for what, 6 years, 7 years, I think. I've had too many concussions. I can't think or count properly.
Well,
Think or count properly.
You've made it a home. That's it.
Yeah.
It feels like home to you that you're there now. And
Yeah.
like you said, you're able to bounce ideas off. You're able to do different things. So speaking of ideas, how did the idea of the Medieval 3 come about?
Oh man. So myself and Wicked, which is the ICWA heavyweight champ, by the way. So basically, what's funny is that we got started at Evolution Championship Wrestling back in Kingsport, Johnson City area. We started out as friendly competitors, and then at ICWA, we basically moved up there as basically bitter rivals. At one point, we had a bitter rivalry. Um, and then for you know it, Jack Mosley, which is the main guy who brought us together. So basically, he had this idea to bring us all together. Myself, Wicked, and well, Chris Crow came later on, but he wanted to bring us together, and we didn't even want to be in the same room with one another because, well, we had almost a
Your
year
history.
long
Right.
rivalry with one another. So yeah, but if it was one of those, in his words, if I could get your guys' animosity away from each other towards others, that would be golden. And since January of 24, we've been causing chaos at ICWA ever since, and it ain't about to stop, brother. It ain't about to stop, man.
Well,
So
that's very interesting that you say that it's not about to stop because you have a lot of stuff that's going on personally as well with Jay Venom. You know, the Medieval 3
oh
has, and
gosh.
Josh, you've got a long history with Jay
Oh
Venom. You
Lord.
guys go back, and it looks like best friends turn bitter rivals, not only bitter rivals, but hated enemies. And just lead us on into that. How did it start? How's it going now? And what's going to be happening in the days to come? Because I believe that you have a special contract coming up, right? You get to pick a stipulation for a match.
Oh, brother, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So like there's so much to talk about. So about 2021, it was myself, Jay Venom, and two other guys, Cody Clark and Brandon Cabinet, or I'm gonna say doesn't have it. But anyway, that's a different story. So we got together, and in Jay's mind, we wreaked havoc all over ICWA in his mind. But in reality, all the three of us did was basically protect Jay from harm's way at any and all costs. That's all we did. That was our purpose. So, and of course, there's always two sides to every story, but my story is the truth. So, anywho, so we weren't going nowhere. We didn't go nowhere. I mean, just nothing. It went nowhere, man. It was just, yeah, it went down a creek without a paddle. You know what I'm saying? So, in 2023, I decided, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm not feeling this. So I just decided, just hey, chair shot to Jay, chair shot to Cody, chair shot to Brent. I mean, you know what I mean? And Jay's been chasing me ever since. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, what did I do? What did I do? I mean, shoot. What did I do? I just let him know, hey, brother, this don't work for me. Ciao. See you later. Bye. So, so because of that, you could say I kind of tricked Jay into signing a contract, which we did sign. Both of us signed it, but we can only have this match stipulation of my choosing that I want to. So I've been chasing Jay for a one-on-one match for a very long time. So now the shoe's on the other foot. So yeah, That's my story. That's my side of it. That I'm sticking to it. And like I said, my side is the truth. So that's all I'm
Well,
gonna say.
will you give him this match at the Asylum Rumble, the 10-year anniversary of ICWA?
Listen, listen. I'm gonna be in the Rumble. All right, I've got too much to worry about. I got to worry about 29 other competitors. All right, because of Mr. Lee. Because of Mr. Lee, I'm sure we're going to talk about him in just a second. Because of Mr. Lee, he picked me as the number one entrant in the Rumble. I've got to worry about 29 other competitors, let alone worry about what Jay wants and what Jay needs and him wanting to put his hands on me. That's too bad, too sad, pal. You're just gonna have to wait just maybe a couple of more shows, and then maybe, just maybe, I'll see what I can do. Maybe March, April. I don't know. Just it depends on my mood. Depends on my mood.
Doesn't Jay have something that belongs to you though, sir? And can he use it to his advantage at any time?
Are you? Oh, you've been doing your homework. You've been doing your homework. I can tell. I can tell. You're talking about how he has my spare key to my place thanks to my father. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Listen. Man, you get me worked up. Listen, listen, Jay, if Jay's watching this, which I'm sure he's at a Starbucks somewhere trying to find Wi-Fi to watch this. Listen, Jay, I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried. Listen, if you want to come, my door's always open. You know where I live. You know where I live. So come on over. We'll sit down. We'll have a coffee. We'll talk about old times, and then we'll do whatever you want, buddy. Just all you gotta do is show up. You just gotta show up, but you won't because you're afraid of this right here. That's what you're afraid of, brother. That's what he's afraid of. He don't want no smoke. He don't want no smoke, baby.
Well, that brings the question in because you brought it up earlier about Mr. Lee. How does he fit in and tie into all this, especially with the Medieval 3 forming and everything that's happened since the Medieval 3 has formed?
So we don't like Mr. Lee because of favoritism, because he shows favoritism towards Jay and not us. So let me this guy here.
Come
Well,
on.
hold on.
Is it
Hold on.
really favoritism when you guys are
Yes.
stirring the pot constantly?
No.
You don't think so?
Hey, we go to Mr. Lee's office all the time and like rearrange furniture. Like literally, it's online. It's online. Like, what do? We literally try to, make him feel at home. Like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? But like, no, Mr. Lee, man, listen, just listen. So like, Mr. Lee has never liked us, okay? Like, he went from bringing the guys' ring jackets to becoming the general manager of ICWA. How does that happen? How does that happen? You got to do a little bit of, in order to get that type of situation in that spot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
There's some brown nosing going on somewhere. We'll just call it like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's
fair?
what he is. That's what he is. I mean, come on. Nobody sees this. Nobody sees this except us.
Well, sometimes you can't see the forest because you're too close to the trees. Let's say it like that. So there's a lot of people who might be too close to the situation and they can't see the entire forest there, Josh.
Boy. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We can say that. We can say that.
Now you have a television syndicate show as well in the Knoxville area. It's called Wrestle Talk as well. It's also a syndicate of this. Would you like to talk about that for a few minutes?
Knoxville Wrestle Talk live every Wednesday at 7:00 p.m. So yeah, we got me and Wicked went up there. We were thinking for just a one-time deal, but we brought in rating because that's what we do. We bring in viewers, we bring in ratings. They're like, brothers, we got to have you guys back. We need some superstars in here. So yeah, we've been coming up there every single Wednesday, and we're supposed to be back there again tomorrow. So yeah, it's a blast. It's a blast. We get to go live on TV to entertain the thousands and maybe millions of fans that tune in and listen to us every single week.
Well, it's great that you guys do that and you do that for Wrestle Talk directly and that you guys have a good syndicate out there. And I know that you all have a call-in line as well. Mr. Lee was a part of that call-in line this past week. I got to see you guys get a little bit angry with Mr. Lee while he was on the show and kind of kicked him off a little bit. Talk about that.
So this was during Christmas time. So we went to his office trying to be as nice as polite as can be. So he gave us a challenge because we told him, said, listen, dude, this is easy. You promoting ICWA, you act like it's hard work. This is easy. So he said, okay, you guys, if you think it's so easy, I want you to do my job for a week. For a week. So we went to Wrestle Talk. We went to a hospital up somewhere around here. And then we went to Bucky's, which he was supposed to have let the people know, but it didn't. So yeah, we look weird walking around Bucky's like, hey, we want to sign your guys' babies. Hey, what? Everybody's walking by us. What in the world's going on? You know what I mean? And look at us now. Look at us. Hey, we're on TV every week. So yeah, I think Mr. Lee should be demoted. I think he should be fired. I'm just saying.
Well, somebody should get promoted for that, especially for putting in the time and effort in marketing and being the genius of a promoter. That's a promoter's job. Somebody needs to be, elevated to that level. And I hate to say that.
Yes, but you should. Yeah. So you're agreeing with me that Mr. Lee should be fired, right? That me and Wicket should be running the show.
I don't say fired. I don't like the word fired. I do like demoted. Demoted is a better word.
No. You're being nice about it. No. You gotta be blunt about it, baby. No. We gotta get him out of there. Get him out of there. Make ICWA great again, brother. Come on.
Gosh, but sometimes you got to see he's good for stirring the pot. He's good for keeping controversy running.
Yeah, that's why mine and Wicked's stress level is up to here. That's why it's up to here. Hey, listen, when going to his office.
Because you've got one member who stole a heavyweight championship belt and is pretending and parading around like it's his own.
Yeah, it's Jay. Jay's the one that stole it. Wicked won it. Hey, listen, they were doing a scramble match. Wicked won had a briefcase, cashed in, won the belt, and then Jay Venom was mad because it wasn't his and then laughed with it. That's stealing. That's stealing. You're not supposed to steal.
Come on, Josh.
Come on, what?
Come on, that's not how it happened.
I'm just telling you the truth, man.
You know that's not how it happened. You got one of your members parading around as the heavyweight champion, and he didn't win a thing.
Oh, my word.
I know. Word. That's why you guys are having such a problem here.
No. Oh, my word. My head.
Josh, talk to me. Tell me about it.
Listen.
Do you think that's why Mr. Lee has such a big problem? Because he gets to deal with crap like that all the time from you guys.
Listen. We are the attraction at ICWA, and Mr. Lee wants to push that to the side and give all the love and attention to Jay Venom. Why? Look at this. I'm putting in the work. Look at this. Jay's putting in the work playing Spider-Man in his basement. Like, what is that? What champion doesn't do that? What champion doesn't do that? I'm working hard. I'm constantly working. Me and Wicked are constantly working. Advertising, promoting, on TV, traveling far from our homes and loved ones. What's Mr. Lee doing? What's Jay Venom doing? What's the whole ICWA roster doing? They're not doing nothing. They're taking credit off of our success. That's what they're doing. Me and Wicked are the breadwinners. Nobody else.
I wouldn't go that far. There's somebody there that's a breadwinner. His name is...
Oh, no. I will go that far.
So you're going to tell me Evan Golden, the Royal Crown champion, isn't a breadwinner there?
Listen. I'm not taking anything away from Evan Golden. Listen, I'm not. I respect Evan. I have no issue. But if he wants to stand side by side with us, it's fine. But if he wants to stand against us, then, hey, I will have no issue taking that Royal Crown championship away from him. Just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying, Evan. Listen.
I think the challenge has been laid, Evan Golden. I know you're watching today. I want you to say something in response.
Yeah, Evan.
In the chat, if you'll come in and say something to us, I'll put it on the screen so he can read it for you.
But yeah, come on. You faced Icy Brent. Anybody, a 7-year-old kid could beat Icy Brent. He ain't nothing.
He put him through a table. Icy Brent put Golden through a table, and Golden still won.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's Icy Brent. Nothing he does is good. Nothing he does is believable. Nothing he does.
Well, I'm waiting patiently on Evan to respond. If he does, I'll put it on the screen for you. So
Come on, Evan. Come on, I want to hear you, brother. Come on.
But I am on now. This. I will say this, and I'll say this one good time for you. I think you're doing a hell of a job promoting. I also think you're doing a hell of a job with marketing, the way that you use your marketing strategy, getting into the area, getting on television, making sure that the people know who you are. That was a brilliant move on your part, Josh Strong. And it's even a bigger move for ICWA. I mean, it's a huge move for you guys to be out there and doing it. And speaking of huge moves, you already mentioned it once at the Asylum Rumble, the 10-year anniversary ICWA. You guys will be having the Royal Rumble come up for that. The Asylum Rumble is what they're calling it. Yeah. Now, if you guys will bear with me just a second, I'm going to switch screens so you can see what's going on here. But you talk about it a little bit and let's go.
So basically, it's going to be the 10-year. We're celebrating 10 years of ICWA on Saturday, February 22nd, 2025 at the Morristown National Guard Armory. Doors will open at 5:30 and the show will start at 6 o'clock p.m. So yeah, it's going to be me there, Wicked, Chris Crow, and Jay Venom. Oh gosh, I thought I was going to puke in my mouth for a minute. So Calder will be there, Cadillac Cowboy will be there, Hardcore Zone Nicole Payne will be there, and many more other surprises to come. So yeah, it's going to be an amazing show. It's going to be an amazing turnout. And again, we're celebrating 10 years of ICWA at the Asylum Rumble, the first ICWA event of the year. So it's going to be big. And if you ain't got nothing going on, make plans to come to this show right there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, 30 men, one winner. Winner gets an ICWA heavyweight title shot at King of Kings 10 in April. So, yes.
So, Jack Mosley has come in and said, "Good evening, gentlemen. Anyone who stands in our way will be eliminated."
That's my man. That's my man. What's up, Jack? I love you, man. You're like a daddy to me, man. I love you, brother.
Martin Nieves has come in, or Wicked has come in. He said, Evan Golden is on the can, the toilet, the crapper.
Ooh. Oh, Evan. Oh, Evan. Listen, brother, I'm just saying, if they got an issue with you, then sorry, that means I'm going to have an issue with you, brother. So, just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying, you're either with us or you're against us.
Well, it can't be both. He's either got to be with you or he's got to be against you, and there's no in between here. So in the days to come, we'll see if he aligns with the Medieval Three, or we'll see if he is against the Medieval Three. And as you already stated earlier, if he decides that he's going to align against you, you will have no problem taking that Royal Crown Championship right away from him. And I think that that's going to be a great match and a great move for you if you can get past Jay Venom, sir.
Oh, that'll be a walk in the park. See, I'm holding the little dog toy, and Jay is the dog trying to get the toy, and I'm just like, oh, you almost had it. Come on. I love it, brother. I love it.
You got to give us a little bit of something. What are you thinking for that match? What are you thinking the stipulation's going to be?
I mean, it just depends on my mood, how I'm feeling. I mean, I could do just give him a regular one-on-one bout. I could give him, I don't know, last man standing match, an inferno match, parking lot brawl. I might even go find where he lives and just have my camera crew with me, have Wicked with me, so that way make sure nobody interferes, so that way I can take care of Jay Venom once and for all, dude. It's easy. So, like I said, I've been wanting a match with Jay for a very, very, very long time, and Jay has put it off and made every excuse possible not to get in the ring with me. That's the whole ordeal, and that's the whole point of this. I've been wanting to wrestle Jay for at least 6 years, one-on-one, but you see, he's been avoiding me every way possible, so now I'm just giving him a taste of his own medicine, except, well, he's more impatient than I am, so I'm just saying.
Well, the question becomes now, would you consider a loser leaves town match?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course I would do that. Of course. ICWA needs to get rid of Jay anyway. The show would probably be better. The show might even draw more people if we get rid of Jay. I'm just saying because we're the stars. This is full of stars right here, baby. We are the stars. We are the par.
Josh, I'll throw out one other stipulation. That's for Mr. Lee's job. Would you think about doing a stipulation like that?
Listen, listen. As much as I like to say that me and Wicked would run the show a lot better, I think Mr. Jack Mosley would run the show 100 times better than Mr. Lee. I would give that job to my boss, my man, the real boss, Mr. Jack Mosley. I would give that job to him.
Very interesting. So you're not going to rule that out. So you've been showing off your shirt all night, and can you tell us where they can get that at?
Yes, so this is one of our Medieval 3 t-shirts. So you can get them at etsy.com/wicked gear. So if you'll pull it right here is where you can get this t-shirt. And plus we have another t-shirt design, and we also have hoodies and zip up jackets. And plus there are other stuff besides wrestling, like Wicked Dad gear and all this other type of cool stuff that you can get, all kinds of merchandise in Wicked gear. So yes, come on, click in, show some love, show some support for the Medieval 3 and for Wicked gear, baby.
Now, Wicked Gear and Josh, I did something special for you guys. We
Okay.
took it on ourselves to go ahead and get you a QR code so that the fans watching can scan that QR code right there, and it'll take you directly to their page. That way you can get some of your Wicked Gear right now, absolutely right on the spot. So I wanted to make sure that you're okay with that. Click on that
absolutely, brother. Oh, yeah, the Medieval 3 is more than okay with that. Make us some money. Come on. Yeah, baby.
All right, Josh, we're just about out of time, but before we go, how can the fans book you? How can the bookers book you if they want to get you for a show?
Find me right here on Facebook, baby. Find me, hit me up. I've got all kinds of dates. I've got dates all the way to May right now. So, but I'm just saying I could use a little more. I could use a little more, brother. So, hey, I'm always, this one right here. This one right here. Look at that handsome face. Look at this handsome group of men right there on that cover photo, baby. Ugh. Golly bum.
This is how you find him right here on Facebook under Josh Strong. You see the photo picture there. You see the background there with the Medieval 3 right there in it. That's how you're going to contact him. Hit that message button, message Josh Strong directly for his booking information. Now, where are you booked at, Josh? Where are you currently booked at?
So as of right now, ICWA right now is my home. But some other bookings I can't say just yet because, well, there's some that are going to be surprises. So, but yeah, like I said, man, hit me up on Facebook, get me on the road. So that way, if you got some baby faces that need a little face arrangement, I'm your guy. I am your guy.
And I can vouch for that. We got to see him at the Battle of Burton, and he was using some face arrangement tools, aka his fist and his foot, and he was doing a great job out there at the Battle of Burton to rearrange RT3. I'm just going to throw that out there right here, right now. So, Josh, that brings the question, if it does arise, would you face RT3 one-on-one?
That's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned that. So you know what I'll do? I'll do this. I'll do this right here. So RT3, I don't know if you watch this. I don't know if you're going to listen to this, and I don't know, but I want you to listen, and I want you to listen real good. You see, me and you have never crossed paths either, but you know something? You are the talk around Tennessee. You are the talk all over this state. So you know what? Why don't me and you, if we ever have another Norton show, brother, you're home. Well, guess what? I'm originally from Coburn. Okay? And Coburn is like, what, 15, 20 minutes away from Norton? And you're a graduate from Norton. So why don't we have a Coburn boy and a Norton boy collide in Norton at the very next Norton show if it happens? So what do you say? Huh? RT3, School of Morton, huh? You want to get in the ring with Mr. Intensity? You want to see how intense I can get? How tenacious I can get? Then accept it. Me and you. Time, date, and address. The challenge has been laid out. Now it's your call. It's your call. What are you going to do about it? I just challenged you at your home. What are you going to do about it?
RT3, the challenge has been laid out to you, sir. And I know that you will listen to this at a later date. Will you accept Josh Strong's challenge? Mr. Intensity, Mr. Tenacious, will you accept his challenge?
I bet he won't. I bet he won't.
That's for the future to find out. Josh Strong, it's been a pleasure having you here today on Wrestle Talk with a Rabid Beaver. I appreciate you. Before I let you go, would you like to come back sometime?
Oh, absolutely. Hit me up, and I'll gladly come back on, baby. Hit me up.
Absolutely. I definitely will. Thank you so much for being here. Stick around throughout the break, and we'll be right back, guys.